Yes, research wrestling. I'm got a number of comments about a number of things indeed.
My favorite comment so far has been the, we didn't even know what we wanted, but J2 gave it to us. 5 whole matches on pay-per-view in kayfabe. J2 best GM.
6
Love
matches, indeed. So what I'm gonna do is, a number of people had asked for the sounds to be louder, and we ended up covering commentary. So I'm gonna kill commentary volume. I'm gonna turn that all the way down to nothing. And in return, I'm gonna raise the other volume levels as the commentary what was making me keep the volume so down. But since Taz and Cole and King and JR won't be talking, and thus confusing me whenever I try to talk, we can roll with this.
Sure. Plus, you know, Johnny, Jeremy, and No Name, they're head over heels better than all those fools.
Now, I do have to ask, J2, before we get further on into this. So, last time, we were, of course, attempting to find our way with how we talked. How do you prefer being, like, a play-by-play guy, or do you prefer being a color commentator?
You know, I was thinking about that myself, because we kind of dual-rolled it last go around.
Yes, we dual-rolled it. Obviously, we were, feeling ourselves out.
Yeah. What's your personal preference? You're the one hosting the stream, so you get first dibs.
I think I do better as a straight man.
Okay.
In the combination between us. So I think I do better as the play-by-play guy. And Johnny Jeremy, he's so radical with his viewpoints that he does better as the color commentator. Basically, like, you're King or JBL, like, saying all these stupid things, and I'm JR, like, trying to keep you in line.
I gotcha.
Especially whenever any women's matches get involved. Because
yeah, for sure. When we had the women's matches, we were pretty much in line with what we wanted to do.
Because every time there's a fucking Divas match, King goes all creep mode.
That's right. Sure does.
Oh, man.
Legendary Marvin, did your parents tell you that? Because that's what a parent would say. And I would say to that, think harder.
Think harder. Alright, everyone. Welcome to the live broadcast. Welcome to WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 GM mode. Getting this live broadcast started a bit later because of the nefarious reasons, which I warned about in the sticky chat message, but we're getting it done what matters, and we're even getting it started early. A little bit. So, when last we left off, I'll go ahead and pull up the news. I just held my pay-per-view, and I managed to sway quite a number of fans courtesy of my successful pay-per-view, culminating in the 4.5-star match between Undertaker and Triple H for the WWE Championship, which of course was only like 3 minutes and 40 seconds, which is the best fucking stint that's ever been done. Like, there was actually a tombstone, and Triple H didn't kick out of it, and the fans were fucking surprised. Like, holy shit, Triple H got buried. That's fucking amazing.
Well, just think about it though. He wasn't an exec officer at this point in the WWE.
Alright.
Still a performer. Still a performer.
And Undertaker was, not in his once-per-year role, but, his injuries and age were, phasing him out into, instead of, like, only once per year, he was just doing a number of shows. He'd pop up on SmackDown and wreck people. Especially, like, whenever, like, those matches like Shawn Michaels were coming up. I think even, like, the stuff that... I don't remember when he did his stuff with JBL. Metal Slime Hunt is waiting to get a pop-up for $9.99 during the pay-per-view match.
Hey! This month, pay-per-view WWE Network is free. Go on and check out WWE Payback tomorrow. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific.
there's a pay-per-view on Sunday, and then aren't they creating like another one, like an Elimination Chamber pay-per-view of J2?
Yep. They're doing a one-night only Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Plus, also this week, I believe, or next week, is the upcoming NXT Takeover pay-per-view. That one I highly recommend. It's rumored that Samoa Joe will make his debut in that event.
Okay. You want to book your matches first this week, or you want me to book them?
You go ahead and book yours. I'm eating some peanuts.
Okay. So, I've had a successful run of rivalries. All my rivalries culminated in the finish at Payback, so... Not Payback. Backlash. And so there was a payoff. However, we need to create some new rivalries. So we're going to go ahead and do that. There's going to be one rivalry I don't create at this moment, just due to the fact that some of my wrestlers need rest. But I already have it planned out what my rivalries will be. And we'll get started with what the most important one will be. And I have the storyline written for how this is going to go whenever Raw is presented. And by written, I mean it's in my head. First off, though, here we go. Hungry Challenger. This rivalry will go until our next pay-per-view at Vengeance. And it'll be between Undertaker and Edge. Now, as a bit of a recap, Undertaker, of course, is the WWE Champion. Edge and Mick Foley were fighting in the #1 contender storyline. And Mick Foley did win the pay-per-view. However, it's going to be Edge who ends up taking this spot. And this will be explained on Monday Night Raw. How Edge is the one who will end up facing Undertaker. Then we have what I'm going to do for the Women's Championship. And I think I need to buy that. I do. So let's go ahead and find the correct storyline writer. Now I can take a look at all the storylines that I can purchase here whenever I click on the person. Also this song. I can actually blame SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 for getting me interested in Rise Against again because of the song. I'd have the game open for so fucking long and I'd be like staring at shit and then this song would come up. So then I pulled out the old Rise Against albums. Anyway, we want Colin Mack here. The reason why we want that guy is because we want the cheating girlfriend storyline. That's gonna go for 10 weeks. And that's going to be between Trish Stratus, the champion, Lita, and Melina. Cheating girlfriend storyline between 3 divas? You're goddamn right. Melina, of course, was recently involved in the Bobby Lashley-Ric Flair feud, the Stalker storyline. Trish and Lita have been competing against each other for the WWE belt. Lita, of course, is the winner. I bet. So there's that. Moving on. Now, Bobby Lashley, of course, defeated Ric Flair. Batista defeated Rob Van Dam in the Loser Leaves Town feud. Batista is the winner of the Intercontinental Belt, and Bobby Lashley and Batista are going to get into a feud on their own. This is going to require that I purchase another storyline, which I shall do. All smiles and sunshine, a perfect world on a perfect day. Everything always works out. I have never felt so fucking great. It censored the fucking. Of course it does. Raw doesn't censor the fucking. Bobby Lashley, Batista, Battle of the Titans. Bobby Lashley, very strong individual. The first person to break the Master Lock, I believe. Batista, the Master Lock Challenge. Like, if memory serves, Chris Masters, for like over 2 years, would have like this Master Lock challenge where he'd dare like the strongest people in WWE to come into the ring. Chris Masters would put his amazing, Master Lock submission on them, and they would have to try to break free of it. Well, Bobby Lashley overpowered Chris Masters. He was the ECW champion at the time, and he kicked ass.
Well, I wouldn't say he kicked ass.
He most certainly did. The lowest line of the chat's cut off. Thank you. Thank you, Marvin. I will endeavor to fix this now, because I know how much you folks reading the chat overlay matters. That should be sufficient. I think it's good. Fixed that. Getting distracted by the music. I'll turn you back down then. Hopefully the song's over. So, there's the Battle of the Titans. The next one I'll be setting up, I'm going to be skipping that one because Triple H needs to rest. So we'll transition into a patriotism rivalry, which is going to have me purchase it from whoever sells that. Which is a one-on-one conflict between a US-born superstar versus a foreign-born superstar. And we'll be explaining this one as well. Patriotism will, of course, go until my next pay-per-view, Vengeance is 10 weeks. Finley is going to be the primary feature of this patriotism rivalry. Hot off of winning and defending the tag team belts. And by crushing Matt Hardy and Big Show so much, except in the TLC pay-per-view, which Finley is gonna fucking describe as like rigged and shit. Like, it was obviously unfair and clearly biased, and the Raw GM had to do everything he could to coddle Show and Hardy. He's gonna come out and sell a lot of the virtues of Ireland. And gonna attract a lot of heat as he starts vigorously insulting America. And as a matter of fact, I took a look with testing rivalry setups. Kane would qualify for being foreign-born as well, because he's from parts unknown. Which I thought was entertaining as shit. But he's not directly involved with this feud. The person who is going to represent the United States of America and face down Fit Finlay over these weeks as we slowly head towards my next pay-per-view is Mick Foley. Mick Foley, who should be the #1 contender, but that'll be explained as I set up my show, Monday Night Raw. Let's see here. No, I forgot someone. We're gonna have to cancel this. Patriotism, 10 weeks. We know that Mick Foley's involved. We know that Finley's involved, but Mick Foley won't be alone in this one. Matt Hardy will be helping Mick Foley out and trying to take down Fit Finlay.
Fucking third wheel Matt Hardy bullshit. Can't get a regular win normally, so he's got to join up with Foley. Foley gets the pins and he gets the popularity.
Maybe. Fit Finlay might fucking crush them. At this point, I might be turning Matt Hardy and Big Show into jobbers, and then fucking get rid of them and bring in Eddie Guerrero, who's still out there. Or Dusty Rhodes, who's also still out there. The fifth rivalry that I'll be setting up, and I'll have a total of 6, but I won't plan on setting up the 6th one this week, is Winning a Diva's Heart. And this will end up getting explained during the setup of Raw as well, because it's going to involve Big Show, Kane, and Mickie James.
Can't wait for the play-by-play guy to talk about that.
I set up a Big Show Kane rivalry in my notes, and then I started laughing.
Just throw Ric Flair in there, too.
No, he's in the rivalry that hasn't been set up yet. Alright. Those will be the 5 rivalries we're going with now. helmet shot. Alright. So, the day after the very successful Backlash, we kick off in Kansas City, Kansas for Monday Night Raw. We don't need any of that heat. So, the shows... I might as well just clear out all these. So I can build up suspense here. Now, I have to remember how my setup went in my head. The show will kick off with Batista. He'll come out, his music kicks up, he strides out, some pyros go off because the Raw GM is sparing no expense. He comes out to the ring, he starts gloating about how he crushed RVD last night, gloating about how RVD has to leave the brand per contractual stipulations, gloats about how he will be the best champion, Intercontinental Champion, moving forward, better than Razor Ramon, better than anyone, and that no one in the WWE Universe can stop him. And then the Raw GM's music kicks up and plays, and the Raw GM strides out and stands by the Titantron, and basically kicks Batista's dick in the dirt, says that if he plans on being the most successful Intercontinental Champion, then he'll have the opportunity to prove it in the main event on Raw in a triple threat match versus Bobby Lashley and Ric Flair for the Intercontinental Championship. Batista's eyes wide and he goes, "Oh, fuck," basically. Like, I don't fucking want to have to defend this shit already. I just won this. But no. He decided to smack talk. He decided that he'd declare himself already the best Intercontinental Champion there's been. And he's going to have to prove it. Now, Lashley and Flair are a little tired. Having just fought a last man standing match the previous night. But they're both, they're both deserving of a title shot. And they will be getting it in the main event. So that happens, the crowd cheers. Woo, yeah! Because they get to see a fucking title match, triple threat in the main event. Lashley and Batista, it's going to be great. And Flair, maybe he can pull some chicanery shenanigans.
Woo!
Yes. And so then our first match kicks up, and we've got some promo material that fires. Particularly involving Rob Van Dam, who, of course, you'll recall, has to leave the brand. But he gets the GM alone, especially after that showing that Batista had, and begs for another chance. And the GM is like, all right, we'll put you on the road. You're going to have to, basically like slum it up a little bit, though. He's going to have to earn his keep, Rob Van Dam is. So Rob Van Dam will be participating in a rather unexciting handicap match. But he won't be the person who's handicapped here. That's going to be one of the jobbers on Monday Night Raw.
So wait. He
loses. Yes.
He loses the loser leaves Raw match.
Yep.
And then he just gets put into the most prime position at the opening card of the next show.
Prime position? I don't think there's anything prime about this position. He gets to be relegated here into just standing there, watching other people who are also fighting for jobs. But, maybe he'd be gone entirely if Batista wasn't such a smug twat about it. But, Rob Van Dam managed to convince the Raw GM that RVD is still needed. So that happens. And then we have some promo material firing about, like, Big Show and Mickie James. I'm not going to get into the details, because I really don't want to describe what happens between those two. The Raw GM is just trying to find a place for Big Show after everything that happened with the last rivalry. And so, Raw GM...
Oh, don't worry, I've got a plan for that one.
Raw GM is going to be a little complacent here and like, yeah, whatever. Just make it another fucking handicap match. Why don't we put Big Show and Kane and Mickey James into it, and they can fight Viscera, because Viscera does great in these matches when ladies are involved, and we'll just see what sticks. And the writing team looks at the Raw GM like, what the fuck is wrong with you? The Raw GM says, we'll see what fucking sticks! The writing team's like, alright. That's cool, I guess. The writing team's like, I guess we did get a lot of fans after the pay-per-view there. I guess so. We'll just... Alright, we'll wing it. And now a dedicated promo happens. Mick Foley's music fires. And Mick Foley, of course, winning the #1 contender rivalry, starts to walk out to the ring. And, you know, he takes a step there. He begins talking to the crowd. Then Edge's "You Think You Know Me" fires. He strides out. They do get into a confrontation. It's worth noting that while Mick Foley did win the pay-per-view event, he did not get, like, decisive, like, clear victories over Edge all throughout the week. They pretty much split. And so, as a result of that, the Raw GM says, alright, there's no clear deciding factor on who will be the #1 contender to face The Undertaker. Match, hardcore, or basically no DQ. Tonight, right now. The crowd goes fucking wild. Like, Mick Foley and Edge get ready to fight, and Fit Finlay comes out from basically under the ring, hits Mick Foley in the back of the head with a chair. Edge pins him for the 1-2-3. Edge is your #1 contender. And he cuts a promo right on the spot about Undertaker and how he's gonna kick the dead man's... Well, he's gonna defeat the dead man. Let's not get too hasty here. So, this will be rivalry hype in place of a match between Undertaker and Edge. So, that happens. Now, the Raw General Manager doesn't think that one match is penance enough for Rob Van Dam after everything that transpired. Rob Van Dam needs to fight again. Come to think of it, he doesn't particularly like anyone who's involved in that match. So, the crowd gets to suffer along with Rob Van Dam as the same match that opened up Monday Night Raw is held again.
So you're basically putting the same match from the 9 o'clock hour at the start of the 10 o'clock hour.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And the writers, of course, are, what the fuck is wrong with him? And then a travesty happens, which no one really wants to talk about. No one really wants to discuss this. Like, already the show has been like a swerve after a handicap match after a swerve. Smarks are starting to comment, like, you know, that this is like the fucking return of, like, basically, like, Vince Russo. Vince Russo must be working behind the scenes here. There's no other explanation. And so Viscera is once again thrown into a match with the ladies, and that's all I'm gonna fucking say about it.
Okay.
Match 5. The crowd is... Well, I can't say how the crowd would be at this point. We're looking at maybe a 2-star Raw, which, you know, Raw's gotta fill 3 hours somehow. This might still be when it was at 2 hours. I don't.
This was when I still had 2 hours.
When it was still at 2 hours. Raw's got to fill 2 hours somehow. Yes. And this will actually feature a not-so-bad match, as Mick Foley has finally recovered from the chair shot. Oh, we're skipping promo 2. We'll skip promo 2 for now. And we'll be facing Fit Finlay. Mick Foley. But Mick Foley will have some help. A little bit of promo material. Matt Hardy still wants his revenge against Finlay. So Matt Hardy will be helping Mick Foley standing in Foley's corner against the Irishman. As Mick Foley becomes an unlikely defender of America.
Christmas, he's good with. America? Meh.
And then this will just be an advertising promo. Okay. That's Monday Night Raw, everyone. No.
Right.
Oh, man.
How long did it take you to set that Raw up in your head?
Not that long. I actually have the entire month planned out until your pay-per-view.
Okay. All right. First up, can you remind me what my storylines are?
Sure, I can do that. Not a problem. You have the Legend Killer 1 between John Cena and the Hot Rod.
Yep.
You have the Patriotism rivalry between Carlito and HBK.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the Jealous Friend rivalry between Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle.
Cool.
All of those are going. They've got a thumbs up from the crowd. You are, of course, currently located in the Isle of Samoa, which is the build birthplace of Umaga.
Mm-hmm.
J2 doesn't believe in spreadsheets, Solpanzer. He has the option that a functionality would nah.
Oh, they're probably looking at my spreadsheet right now going, he didn't write anything in there. Trust me, I look at enough spreadsheets at work. I'm okay with not doing them here as well.
Alright. Where would you like to go now?
Let's head back. We're going to go to free agency.
Okay.
And show me popularity.
Eddie Guerrero's at the top with Dusty Rhodes, the Boogeyman. Short drop off after those two.
Give me bottom.
Jillian Hall, William Regal, Mark Henry.
I'll hire Jillian Hall.
Okay.
Give her a 3-month contract.
SmackDown has a female on the roster.
And give me William Regal. Also go with a 3-month contract.
Okay. You're not at your maximum. I think you maybe have like 16, 17, 18. I don't remember your number count. Your number count, yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go to our match.
Okay.
The schedule.
I presume nothing for Velocity?
Nothing for Velocity. For right now, at least.
Alright.
So, I guess I'm going to have to explain similarly to what Grimith was talking about, because I also have some plans in motion.
Alright.
First off, SmackDown GM says, you know what? Screw it. He had the wrong idea. His idea originally was to keep all the titles vacant until Judgment Day. Problem with that was that by leaving them vacant, he was limiting himself the opportunity to raise awareness to the titles on a week-to-week basis. So, changing that, and we already went ahead and we have Rey Mysterio now as the Cruiserweight Champion, and we have Roddy Piper as the United States Champion.
I looked at this, J2. I'm sorry to derail you. I think like this top 25 here, or in this case, the top 15 for SmackDown, shows you who would be in viable contention for the primary belt. For example, I'm seeing that that symbol for Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, and John Cena. And Rey Mysterio might be in contention for that championship as well, or Roddy Piper now, since he's raised himself up. I'm thinking that that title info symbol on the right side means that they're contenders for those belts. And everyone else is a contender for the United States Championship. But, you know, a little bit of information if that matters. Like, for example, Edge is nowhere near fucking competing for the World Champion, for the WWE Championship.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Go back to that then?
Sure. Power 25, SmackDown.
But then... oh. So if you... So scroll down. So if you go past a certain point, it just goes down to the United States Championship.
Looks like it.
Intriguing.
Like, I just noticed that while I was, like, doing, like, research for how I was going to book my matches. I looked at Edge, who's all the way down here at number 10, and I'm like, I have to build him up to properly challenge Undertaker. It still has Triple H listed.
That's intriguing. Okay. Good to know. Thanks. Appreciate it. Changes of plans a bit slightly, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and start off with the main event.
All right, that's a good place to start.
So, this SmackDown here is going to be with Roddy Piper obviously winning the United States Championship, a showcase for the U.S. title.
Okay.
Okay. Roddy Piper is a fighting champion, and he's going to go ahead and defend that title. He's going to defend it against John Cena.
Okay.
As a rematch for last Friday night. But he's also going to defend it against Umaga.
Now, I will say that it is Thursday night SmackDown at this time, not Friday.
Is it Thursday?
Mm-hmm. It's Thursday.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. No, it's Friday.
Maybe I'm thinking about Tony Schiavone and Thursday Night Thunder still.
I'm like, I was pretty sure it was Friday, Grim.
Confirmed.
So,
not be able to read calendars.
well, if I can't read the fact that Eddie's still alive, you can't read calendars. So, it breaks off even.
Right.
So, let's go ahead and add Umaga to this match. It's going to be a triple threat match for the United States Championship.
Done.
Cool. And this is obviously pandering to the fans in the Isle of Samoa.
Yes.
This is Umaga's hometown, and why not showcase Umaga in a potential championship match situation? Promo 2 is going to be a hype fest for that title match.
All right.
Okay, match number 5
has been the slot for Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit.
Yep, for a bit now. We're going to go ahead and switch it up. But I still like the way I'm doing this. Once again, we're going to go ahead and do a... this time we're going to do a handicap match.
All right.
It's going to be a 1-on-2. It's going to be Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit.
All right. So SmackDown GM is putting them on the same team, and we'll see what happens.
And they're going to be facing off against William Regal.
Three submission experts.
Exactly. 3 submission experts, all in the same place at the same time. In a handicap 1-on-2 match. I could make it a triple threat, but then I don't like the story as much. I like the idea of Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle having to try and team up for once. Right. So, back out. And we've already done promo 2. Go ahead and go to match number 4. So this was Shawn Michaels and Carlito. Once again, we're going to do a handicap match. This one's going to be 1-on-duo, or whatever that other 2-1 is. 1-on-tag.
All right, 1-on-tag.
Yep. And again, it's going to be Carlito and Shawn Michaels. And these guys are going to be facing off against... do I have... Who do I have?
This is why it helps you make notes.
Going... Fine, keep it Daivari then. I don't care.
Say, do you care enough?
No, not really. Daivari gets moved up on the card. Good for him. Still gonna get his ass kicked, though.
I don't consider that well, he might not.
True. All right, match number 3. Right now set at Chavo and Rey for the Cruiserweight Championship. We are going to go ahead and keep that match and keep it for the Cruiserweight Championship. But we are going to change the match type.
Okay. What are we changing it to?
This one is going to be a... scroll down. We'll make this one a ladder match.
Single?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and go to promo number 1. This one is going to be title hype.
For the cruiserweight?
Yep.
I hate this fucking song.
Match number 2. We're going to go ahead and make this a tag team match.
Okay.
This one's going to be a tornado tag.
Ooh.
And this is going to be for the WWE Tag Team Championships.
Okay. Who's going to be fighting here?
We're going to have JBL and Ken Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy.
Against Randy Orton and one Carlito.
So Carlito's going to be wrestling in 2 matches.
Swap. Randy Orton and Booker T.
Booker T has some experience with tag teams.
Sure does. Harlem Heat, baby. Harlem Heat. All right. Now, opening match. Go ahead and the only title that's available after. I'm gonna be.
I'm gonna be a champion, Michael. I've been fucking using that stupid voice every now and then for the last week. Like, I took a shower, Michael.
I love it. All right. And first match is going to be a handicap. 1-on trio. It's going to be Lance Cade against everybody I haven't booked yet.
Jillian Hall. No, John Cena's been booked.
I booked everybody else.
Okay. Booked everyone else.
So then let's go ahead and switch it up from a handicap to a singles match. Yep.
Yeah, you have a total of 16 people involved. The only 2 you have to spare are Lance Cade and Jillian Hall. Well,
yep.
I'm going to leave that on the screen for the viewers. I'm going to quickly get a drink. All that jamming, man, it made my throat dry.
Shh. Argid Lampabe. Shh. See, the surprise is going to be when Jillian Hall wins. Then you guys are going to flip your lids. There you go, Mark. So.
I can't exactly criticize the booking here too much on account of my booking. The writers are very confused, but they're willing to let it go, basically. Like, alright.
In SmackDown's instance, they just need to gain as many new viewers as possible.
Right. As they build up towards their pay-per-view. Okay. me go ahead and save the game. This is Lance. What the fuck win Cade we're talking about here? Yes. Has J2 thought up a plan, or is he still going with his gut? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yes. I have you covered. Alright, so the match that I want to see here...
Yeah.
We already saw them wrestle last week, but... Oh shit.
Oh, wait, what?
Oops. The match between... Okay. This is why I saved. It's fine. I will...
I know I had a different match there, right?
Yeah. It must have not have... I might have accidentally pressed the wrong button. Yeah. I must have pressed the wrong button. That'll be fine. We will, we'll just simulate all, and then no peeking.
No peeking.
And then we'll simulate all as well.
No peeking.
No peeking. No peeking, everyone. I've turned off the view for them.
Although Trevor Murdoch won against Rob Van Dam.
I didn't peek. What the hell's wrong with you?
I just had to say because I fucking hate Rob Van Dam.
God damn it, J2.
It was in a different alternate reality though, so man, not happening this time. This go around.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to. I might as well just fucking have restarted it.
Oh wow.
It won't reload the memory card unless I just reboot the game.
Ah.
I suppose I could have tried to load it up from like the options. Oh well, which means I'll have to share my screen with you again. Which means that there was no need for fucking peeking or no peeking. I just could have gotten an early start on this. Michael, I'm blind.
Michael, I'm blind, Michael.
Or I must have pressed the wrong key. I don't remember pressing the wrong key. I don't remember that shit. Like, it kept all the other matches. Huh.
Yeah, I know, but I definitely had Benoit and Angle versus Regal.
Yes, you did. And I remember setting that up. Oh, well.
Does it save your matches, though?
I did save the game after everything was booked, so things should be fine. Let me go ahead and run through everything. Yep, those were all the matches that I wanted.
Okay.
I remember them. And now, for you, the only match that was off was, yeah, the only match that was off was this Ultimate Submission match. I must have just pressed triangle by accident.
Okay, so this is a triple threat match.
I thought you said it was a 1-on-2. You're gonna have.
Oh yes. One on two.
Or 1-on-tag rather.
Oh,
I
yes.
don't remember which one it was. And it was against William Regal. There we go. And now Mr. Kennedy is the one who's fighting in 2 matches.
Why is Kennedy fighting 2 matches?
He's in the tag team.
Right, but what's the other match he's in?
What the fuck, Grimith? The fuck is wrong with you?
Raw GM playing a little dirty.
Raw GM showing the fucking early onset Alzheimer's that has the Raw writers afraid. Alright. It's a good thing I paused over that match by incident. I do want to see the Chavo Guerrero and Rey Mysterio match, but we already saw ladder stuff. It is Umaga's hometown. We'll just watch that one. That's what I want to watch. So, go ahead and simulate Lance Cade.
Lance Clade?
Lance Clade. Lance wins over Jillian Hall. Michael, I'm tag team champion.
Woohoo! That's what I was hoping for.
Everyone's drinking. I know this 1% milk guy is really weighing me down. Rey Mysterio, without a doubt. Yeah,
retains.
and just to defeat Chavo. Carlito and Shawn Michaels managed to form an effective enough tag team against Daivari. The same is true of Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle. Speaking of Mr.
The following triple threat match is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Scotland, weighing in at 230 pounds, Rowdy Roddy Piper.
You know, if they're billing him from Scotland,
He could have done the patriotism angle.
I think you can do the patriotism angle with him.
That'll probably be next for you with him.
Welcome, everyone, to the main event of Friday Night SmackDown. I'm No Name alongside Johnny Jeremy, here to bring you an amazing triple threat match for the United States Championship. Yes, Marvin, from Scotland.
And the opponent, from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, John Cena.
Now, the Hot Rod and John Cena have had a rivalry stretching all the way back to WrestleMania itself, when the legend returned and interfered with one of Cena's matches. Ever since, these two have had their eye on each other. Piper, of course, winning an incredible ladder match last week for the belt, especially diving off the ladder itself to deliver an amazing elbow drop on John Cena.
See, that's the thing, No Name. John Cena wins match after match after match after match, but when it comes down to it, when it's time to take the title, it's Rowdy Roddy Piper with the victory. And you know why? It's because he is, in fact, a legend in this ring, and he knows the experience necessary in order to hold on to that belt.
I can't even argue with you that much, Johnny, though I certainly want to. Not after seeing that amazing display from Piper last week. Perhaps that's why SmackDown GM decided to even things up, forcing Piper to defend, even after the trials of last week, with the hometown favorite involved as well, Umaga.
And the opponent, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 350 pounds, Umaga.
God damn, every time I look at this guy, No Name, I just think to myself, what a monster, what a beast.
The crowd absolutely eating it up in agreement with you, despite the fact that this is Umaga's hometown. He is still a monster, a man to be feared, and the crowd doesn't quite know how to respond.
Well, let me tell you about one thing about the Isle of Samoa. I would not recommend flying over here. That was such a long flight down.
I agree, especially after you decided to drink all of the little tiny alcohol beverages they had in the car, Johnny.
Listen, I was thirsty, alright? There was only so much water a man can drink before he's got to go something deeper, something stronger, and that was a long flight.
Yeah, I got to experience it every step of the way, too, when your ass, who wanted to sit in the window seat, kept coming out through into the aisle to go use the restroom.
Sorry about that. That was, kind of messy by the end.
Here we go, folks. Rowdy Roddy Piper, John Cena, and Umaga. It begins now for the United States Championship. Umaga starting off already with a series of blows to both individuals.
Now, you gotta think to yourself, what did Umaga actually do in order to get a hold of this title opportunity there, No Name?
I'm not entirely sure either. Perhaps the SmackDown GM thought he was deserving, or perhaps he wanted to cater to Umaga's hometown, and certainly the crowd seems to be, well, not even I can say for sure, Johnny.
Well, no one thing's for sure. Umaga's certainly not hesitating in getting involved with these two guys.
Now, Johnny, how do you think this changes the mechanic? John Cena had been dominating these matches, of course, until the ladder match. How do you think Umaga plays here?
Well, I think it's a wild card for sure, No Name. I mean, when you look at the situation, you got yourself a 50-plus-year-old man in Roddy Piper. John Cena was simply dominating him on the technical aspects of the match. But when you get a young, buff, and basically a monster type in Umaga facing off against both John Cena and Roddy Piper, it certainly levels the playing field, I'd say. In fact, I'd go so far as to say it may give Roddy Piper an advantage.
Now, as a reminder for you folks watching at home, a triple threat match does not require the champion to be pinned or submitted, thus losing out on the champion's advantage that is normally kept here in these title bouts. Roddy Piper here with a sleeper hold of sorts, putting the monster down on the ground.
And that's really what he's got to do. I mean, when you think about it, Roddy Piper's made his bones on that sleeper hold, and he's put down quite a giant when it comes to that.
Unfortunately, Piper cannot focus too much on one individual, that being the nature of a triple threat match. Irish whip to the turnbuckle.
I have a hard time keeping up with these three myself. I don't know how they're doing it in the ring.
Well, they're professionals. Perhaps you should try being the same. Another sleeper hold on Umaga, John Cena watching in the distance.
Listen, I don't need to be a professional in all things, but I am a professional when it comes to the bedroom, No Name. I'm sure your wife will tell you.
My wife's been dead for 4 years, Johnny.
I didn't say I didn't mind necrophilia.
Alright, Johnny. Roddy Piper here and John Cena trading blows, and now Piper getting a headlock in here on Cena. Cena falling to his knees, trying to fight, and Umaga letting it go.
Umaga
Ooh.
taking down Roddy Piper. That's the strength of Umaga right there. That's that Samoan strength. Samoans well known in the WWE for their strength in many generations.
Umaga trying to break the hold John Cena had, but John Cena with his expert intuition ducked out of that leg, but he didn't duck out of that, Johnny.
Not at all. Once again, like I said, it looks like Roddy Piper might be able to take advantage of this if he can contain the Samoan bulldozer himself.
Yes. And once again, folks, the champion does not have to be pinned. He does not have to be personally defeated, nor to lose his title. And Umaga looks like he is on fire right now. Oh!
Umaga with that thumb just takes down Roddy Piper, and now it's down to Cena and Umaga.
As Piper reels on the ground. No! The legend is back to his feet already, fighting!
But he's at a disadvantage for sure, No Name.
Caught between the two of them. Oh! Luthez press! The mounted punches. Neither the got by Cena on Umaga. Oh, takedown! And Cena here looks like he is ready to claim that belt for himself.
Well, he's better. He must be feeling a bit disappointed after that ladder match there, No Name.
Indeed, he struggled so hard and did most of the work himself. Oh! STFU on Piper, but he's so close to the ropes!
I don't think a submission move's going to do it with a third man in the ring, though, even with the ropes nearby.
Indeed not. Umaga decided that, well, the monster decided to put his sadism behind him, and now John Cena showing some sadism of his own. Bouncing the monster on the rope, but not for very long.
I don't think I would do that to a Samoan bulldozer like Umaga. In fact, I don't think I would do anything with Umaga personally, but that's just me.
Umaga taking advantage of the situation? Well, he was.
The ref somehow getting involved in that as well.
I'm not
He's not
exactly
wanna step
sure what the
away.
SmackDown referee is doing here. Uh-oh. Umaga showing amazing strength and prowess here in his hometown on the Isle of Samoa, where we're bringing you SmackDown. Now, Umaga's been taken down as well. John Cena surveys the situation as everyone rises to their feet.
Bit of a collision there in the ring. Roddy
Yes.
Piper just trying to survive at this point.
And it appears that in the ensuing chaos, Umaga here has cooled down a little bit. Not that that'll
You
stop
say
him
that,
too
but then he
much.
throws a thumb in Cena.
Incredible strength. Goes for the pin
Umaga.
right in front of Piper. Does not even get a 1 count. Umaga looks surprised somehow.
I thought I saw a smile on his face there, no name?
Maybe. Maybe he wanted to see if Piper would dare to break that pin.
Listen, Piper's many things, but I don't think Piper's a coward. He's certainly had his fair share of fights in the ring over the past 30 years.
Piper with a kick to Umaga's gut, and Umaga is not showing any... Well, with the toss to the turnbuckle, he might be showing signs of slowing. Punch here, and... Double arm DDT on Umaga! Takes the monster down, but John Cena immediately catches hold on Piper and drags him to the center of the ring. Full Boston Crab! Full Boston Crab! Right, Piper. No.
Oh, so close. So close, but Umaga was able to get in there, get up from that double arm DDT.
And puts Piper in a submission hold of his own. Not that Cena will allow that to... No.
If they want to go for submissions, they gotta take the third man out first.
Indeed. John Cena looks like he's primed to do such a maneuver. Umaga tosses him wisely to the turnbuckle where Piper follows up.
A bit of a double team there by Umaga and Piper. Didn't last for very long, though.
Indeed not. You can't see John Cena. Lifts him up. Umaga watches. F you! John Cena going for the pin, but Umaga easily able.
A breakup by Umaga, and Cena may be looking a bit frustrated now at this point.
Indeed. But as you stated yourself, Johnny, the third man is going to have to be dealt with before any winner can be had here. Umaga.
That's one way to deal with a third man.
Indeed. Umaga showing his strength, easily lifting Cena up. But Piper back to his feet. And off of them.
Now Umaga, the only man standing.
All we do now? Working on Piper's legs, but Umaga needs a decisive win here. Well, John Cena's... No. John Cena
gets back to his feet.
Knee to the gut, and a takedown again of Umaga. Cena, however, reeling.
All three men feeling the effects of this triple threat match for sure.
Oh! Incredible display of strength here, but Piper rolling back up to his feet. Oh.
Once again, the referee getting involved for some reason.
Oh! The hot rod demonstrating that he's still got an edge here. Goes for the pin, but John Cena had already gotten back to his feet. What are these gentlemen thinking?
You know, I'm not too sure at this point, but all three men feeling the worse for wear. Maybe they're looking to end it as soon as they can, no name.
Oh! Umaga going for a diving headbutt on Piper's leg? I'm not entirely sure what the monster was doing there, Johnny.
I think he just tripped over his own shoes, but that's just me.
Umaga's not wearing shoes, Johnny. Oh! Another FU, this time on Piper! Wait, what was the last one on Piper? It doesn't matter! Because Umaga's back to his feet and he's not going to let anyone pin.
But Umaga immediately takes down Cena!
Umaga go for a pin here? No! And while Piper takes the time to recover, the other two superstars face each other in the ring. Umaga to the turnbuckle. Oh! Driving the monster's body into it.
Cena, now the lone man standing. While Piper still reeling from the effects of that move.
Not anymore, Johnny, not anymore. The legend is back to his feet and gets involved in the melee again.
That's one thing you can say about Piper. He just does not stay down.
John Cena doing his traditional "you can't see me" taunt, while Piper legitimately could not see him. Oh, what incredible strength here from Cena. Oh! Draping the legend over the ropes, but now Umaga's back up on his feet. Back to the turnbuckle. Will Cena capitalize? Oh, knee to the gut. Another one. A third. And Cena on a roll here. Friday Night SmackDown.
Now it looks like Cena's got the advantage here with both of these guys, both of his opponents here, feeling a bit damaged. Oh, but then there goes Cena with that abdominal issue. He's taking too many punches to the gut there.
Indeed, all men feeling the effect of this match.
A tie-up by the two individuals and
Oh!
a knee breaker by Roddy Piper.
Piper doing everything he can to retain the belt that he so deservedly won last SmackDown. Oh, Umaga with a cheap shot.
I don't know what you're talking about there. I didn't see a thing. And Umaga with the thumb.
I thought you liked the hot rod, Johnny.
Listen, we're in his hometown. I don't want to get these fans angry. They're here. They're listening to us behind us. Can't you see them?
Indeed, Johnny, I can see him just fine. That shouldn't sway you, though, when you properly call on this match. Chop here, and Umaga. Oh, driving Cena's body into the turnbuckle where he hangs now.
Now, if I was Umaga, I'd certainly try and take advantage of that situation, but he was not quick enough on the draw.
Takedown by Umaga. Cena and Piper reeling now from this latest assault. See if this monster can capitalize here and win the belt for himself. Oh!
Umaga again!
Another one! Will this be it? Will he pin?
Umaga a bit tired, and then Cena comes back to his feet, though.
To stop it before a 1 count. Now John Cena trying a submission hold right in front of Umaga, who is confused from the pain of this situation and is unable to...
I think he was seeing double there for a second, no name?
I think so. I think he thought Cena was still standing, Johnny.
A drop kick from Piper?
Indeed. The return of the hot rod here has been an incredible run to be sure, Johnny.
Listen, I'm not saying that it's wrong, but I'm just saying, are we insured for this?
You know, Johnny, we're not, that's for sure.
I just don't want to be held liable for anything anymore. God knows I've had too many lawsuits in my day.
SmackDown referee continuing to think that it's like the 60s and 70s and he's out on the dance floor. I don't know how he still has a job, Johnny.
You know, there's just some times where I just think to myself,
God.
God.
Oh! Piper out of the ring! This could be Umaga's chance!
But Umaga, a bit confused, didn't know where Cena was, it looked like. For a second, at least.
Well, that is John Cena's tradition. How can you see him? Umaga, Cena fighting it out here in the center of the ring. Can one of these superstars capitalize and win the belt while the champion is out on the floor?
This is his opportunity, either one of them, but Roddy Piper is back up right in front of
Oh,
us.
suicide dive!
God.
Suicide dive by Umaga!
I
Suicide
didn't see how
dive!
fast was that guy going?
That was incredible! Umaga laying it all on the line here for the belt. John Cena! But he misses! Did he? Did he manage to clip Umaga?
I think he managed to clip Umaga there, but now you've got both men on the outside. That's no way to win the belt.
John Cena ready, but no. So is Umaga. This
Back to
crowd-
Umaga, man. Did somebody catch the license plate number on that guy?
Oh, man! Umaga
Umaga
demonstrating
with
his
the speed right into
power!
the stairs.
John Cena
might need a
writhing in
doctor out here.
agony! In agony!
We might need a doctor out here. For me.
The crowd eating it up here tonight, just so long as they stay away from the tables, Johnny. Just so long as they stay away from these broadcasting tables. John Cena with another... Oh, and a bulldog!
Listen, I don't do well with blood, no name. I don't do well with blood.
Of course, as you noted, this match has to be ended in the ring. John Cena calling for the taunt, leans over Umaga, and then looks at Piper, who just got back to his feet. Not anymore.
John Cena looking the stronger of the three here, but all three men significantly damaged from this drawn-out affair.
Yes. Oh! Into the post! John
I heard an arm
Cena.
break.
Oh! John Cena's
Oh
been
my
cut
God,
open!
God.
He's bleeding everywhere now!
I need a barf bag.
However, Piper perhaps should have dealt with the very dangerous, very lethal Umaga. John Cena is back to his feet. I thought I was going to see another top rope maneuver from him, Johnny.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised. That blood loss must be severely debilitating his ability to make a decision.
Umaga's head going into the crowd railings here. Incredible match between these three for the main event of SmackDown for the United States Championship.
You know, I just realized something, No Name.
What is that, Johnny?
We're in Samoa. Do they even have insurance here?
Let's not worry about that too much, Johnny. Let's not worry about that.
I don't do witch doctors, No Name.
Let's not worry about that too much, Johnny. Just hope this match ends soon.
For my sake and theirs.
Oh, Piper now into the post. And a suplex. Not a suplex. An incredible move, though, by John Cena, nevertheless. Still reeling from the injury that Piper dealt to him. And Umaga tossing
That
Cena
bear
around
hug.
as if he's a toy. Piper in the ring now, but he has to get someone in there with him. Unfortunately, he walked right back out into Umaga.
That's one place you do not want to be, anywhere near Umaga. Especially when the Samoan's angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Johnny,
In fact,
I
you
think
wouldn't
he's
like him at all.
always angry. Piper again confused, not understanding why no one will join him in the ring. That's not gonna do it, Piper. It's not gonna get John Cena in there with you.
But this actually might be to Roddy Piper's advantage here, with the fact that all three men are out of the ring. That champion's advantage might be in play, at least somewhat.
Really, the best bet might be for Piper to find a way to get disqualified somehow so that he can retain the belt.
Piper, Cena and Umaga back into the ring. There is some severe blood loss from John Cena, though. He is woozy.
But he manages to have enough presence of mind to fling Umaga into the turnbuckle, but Piper's coming in after him.
Man, I didn't know what the SmackDown GM was thinking when he booked this match, but by God, this is quite a main event, No Name.
Yes, absolutely. This might surpass the Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit's Ultimate Submission stuff that we saw not too long ago.
We've already gone through its time. That match was over in, what, 17 minutes? We're already almost 19 minutes in this.
We absolutely are. You are correct, Johnny. That was a regular submission match. My apologies, viewers, not an Ultimate Submission match. These three superstars giving it their all in the ring. For United States Champion, Umaga here, calling for it, crushes John Cena.
I think I saw a bit of brain splatter out there.
Umaga now flinging Piper to the other turnbuckle. Oh, is he gonna do it again? He's calling for it. He's getting ready.
Umaga is a man that cannot be stopped.
Oh, crushes Piper as well, but Cena back to his feet. Not anymore.
Umaga does not care.
Oh.
He's feeling the adrenaline here, No Name. He's feeling the home crowd advantage now.
Umaga struggling to find enough energy to make a pin here. Cena already back to his feet, though. None of these men can sustain an advantage long enough here to get a pin, Johnny.
That's the danger when it comes to a triple threat.
That's correct, Johnny, but none of the triple threat matches we've seen since WrestleMania have gone on for so long. What an incredible main event here on SmackDown.
That's when you have three top caliber individuals fighting for the United States Championship. I wouldn't be surprised if the SmackDown GM is taking notes right now for a potential world title opportunity for any of these men.
Now wait, Johnny. Did you not just say, uh-oh? Oh, Piper against the ropes.
Umaga taking down both John Cena and Roddy Piper. He is the lone man standing at this point, and he looks like he's hungry.
But he refuses to capitalize by pinning any of these superstars. You do realize you have to do something to them in order to win the belt, right?
I realize it, but I don't know if Umaga just likes the fact of inflicting pain on the other people. Umaga with that takedown.
Dragging Piper into the center of the ring. Oh no! Oh! Right into Piper's chest. All of that weight. But Cena back up to his feet, and he's going for the pin while Umaga's distracted. Not a chance.
Oh, surprise! John Cena almost got the 3 count there. Roddy Piper trying to take advantage of a bloody John Cena. And that's what Piper's good at. Piper taking advantage of his opponent's weaknesses during the course of the match.
Johnny.
I don't know if we could just find a weakness in Umaga, though.
Single leg Boston Crab here, and Umaga says not a chance. Johnny, I don't think we've seen a single 1 count here in all this match thus far.
A lot of breakups by these 3 individuals. They are all veterans of their craft, and they are all hungry for the United States Championship.
John Cena with some fire here. I thought he was going to take Piper down as well, but... Double arm DDT! Double arm DDT! Will this be it? Will Piper manage to capitalize? No, Umaga gets back to his feet.
Umaga will not let this end.
And I think that's the huge difference here. This triple threat involves Umaga!
Wow, what a spin!
John Cena, once again the target of that. This could be Umaga's chance. No! Cena back up to his feet already.
Umaga taking the long fall from that drop kick. Dodges Cena from behind. I don't even know how he saw him.
For those of you just tuning in expecting to see your regularly scheduled programming, gonna have to inform you that can't be allowed. We're currently watching the main event here on Friday Night SmackDown, a triple threat match. Piper there with the top rope maneuver on John Cena. But none of these individuals can capitalize for the United States Championship.
What are they going to watch anyway? A rerun of Warehouse 13? Nonsense. This is WWE SmackDown.
John Cena with a drop kick. The fact that all 3 of these men can get back to their feet so quickly is amazing. The energy, the stamina, the will they have to persevere like this.
And that's really what it comes down to, No Name, the will of these individuals here. You can teach wrestling maneuvers, but you can't teach will.
Indeed not. Umaga there trying to go for a submission move on John Cena. But apparently Umaga never learned. John Cena does not give up. Cena calling for it on Umaga, but Piper will have none of it.
Piper interfering with John Cena. I wouldn't know if that's necessarily a good idea right now, Piper.
Oh!
Reversal by Piper!
Gonna see another FU there, but no, Piper reverses it still. Not an opportunity to get a pin.
John Cena, the lone man standing, Piper back to his feet, and I think Piper's bleeding now as well, perhaps.
Double arm DDT? Yes, double arm DDT!
But Umaga's back up!
Sort of. He's scratching his head. The monster... Oh,
Umaga
no!
with a thumb again!
On Piper! So many thumbs!
That wicked thumb by Umaga takes down Piper, and now John Cena trying to take advantage of the situation.
John Cena somehow back on his feet after taking that double arm DDT. Takes Umaga down. Could we see a pin here? We are!
do!
There's a pin! Referee! John Cena wins the belt!
John Cena pinning Umaga for the WWE United States Championship.
Here's your winner, John Cena.
Umaga putting up a great display here in this triple threat match, as did all of these combatants. But John Cena with revenge over Piper. The ladder isn't involved. John Cena can do it.
The battered and beaten John Cena manages to squeak out a victory over Rowdy Roddy Piper and Umaga. But I gotta say, I can't sell Roddy Piper or Umaga short at this point. This was a great match, No Name.
Absolutely. Even better by the fact that we can now proceed to get the fuck off this island.
Most definitely. First class all the way.
Yeah, as Marvin noted, we had no 1 counts, and then we just went to a 3 count there.
Piper was right there, though. If he had 1 second earlier gotten to his feet, he would have broken it up.
Yes. Okay, so which one of these amazingly exciting matches do you want to see? We have this one on trio, this one on trio, this one on trio, this one on trio. Then we have Finlay versus Mick Foley with Matt Hardy. And then we have a triple threat match.
I gotta go with the triple threat match.
Alright. Bobby Lashley and Ric Flair both wanted a title shot. And so I decided that I would give it to them by facing off against Batista.
That makes sense.
Let's go ahead and simulate. Obviously the team of 3 winning. Viscera! Viscera defeating Big Show Kane and Mickey James! Big Show Kane and Mickey James all losing popularity. Viscera will not be denied, damn it.
You know what? Let me switch it up. I want to watch the Finlay McFoley match.
Viscera doing his best to fight for his damn roster spot.
You know, he sure is.
And that will definitely create a storyline of sorts. Big Show and Kane. Most definitely. I can build off of this. It's unfortunate.
Probably fighting for Mickey James.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Viscera wins again!
Well, that's not as much of a surprise, though.
Viscera wins again! Raw GM is flabbergasted. Raw GM's maneuvers to try and raise the popularity of his wrestlers by squashing jobbers has been rejected by the video game. Raw GM is reeling right now. The controller is out of his hands. He doesn't understand.
Listen, you can't make the Divas fight the Love Machine. Come on now. All he needs to do is gyrate once and they just swoon.
The Raw GM can't even fathom the storyline that'll result from this, but it's creepy as fuck and he doesn't want to think about it. The Raw GM might fucking scrap his goddamn matches that he was having next week and just retire Viscera. Because he was
Viscera,
planning on having
powerful.
Viscera wrestle.
You gotta give Viscera a title shot somewhere.
No. I don't. As a matter of fact, this makes it even less likely. I am pissed now.
This is Kid Cash all over again.
God damn it.
Meanwhile, the SmackDown GM gleefully playing with his fingers right now.
Don't understand! Alright, you said you wanted to watch this?
Yeah.
Chad, I wasn't able to look at you too much there. I was indisposed.
He was swooning.
He changed his mind, Marvin.
Scheduled for 1 fall. On the way to the ring, from Belfast, Ireland, weighing in at 235 pounds, Finlay.
Finlay here, coming out on Monday Night Raw, spitting fire all over the United States. Of course, Finlay, one half of the tag team champions here alongside Kane, but Finlay striking out on his own long enough to degrade this great nation.
I don't care about degrading this great nation. How about Viscera degrading those 3 women beforehand?
I know, Johnny. I know. I can't talk about it.
Seriously, there was like slobber everywhere. It's gross.
I don't
Can we
know.
wipe down
I
the
don't
ring?
know what the Raw GM was thinking, but one thing I know is that Viscera has become a hero of sorts tonight after winning 2 1-on-3 matches.
And the opponent, accompanied by Matt Hardy. From Long Island, New York, Mick Foley.
Mick Foley, of course, the real hero, though, deserving of a WWE title shot versus The Undertaker. He was brained, knocked out by Finlay in a match to determine who would be the #1 contender against Edge. No disqualification, and Finlay and Edge apparently teamed up. They were ready. Finlay, with a quick chair shot, took Mick Foley down.
Now, why would you say that Finlay did that sort of thing, No Name?
I'm not entirely sure what sort of agreement Edge and Finlay had going, but I did see them both grinning from ear to ear. I have to say that, well, neither of them are from the United States. Maybe they are working together in some fashion, Johnny.
And that makes Mick Foley the face of America? Do you really want the face of America to have a face like that?
It's maybe not the face we want, but it's the face we need.
God, where's Hulk Hogan when you need him?
He's retired, Johnny. He's retired.
I'm sure we can pay enough money.
Now, of
somewhere.
course, Matt Hardy coming out with Mick Foley, partly to ensure that no shenanigans ensue, partly because Matt Hardy has his own axe to grind here. Of course, he just defeated Finlay and Kane alongside the Big Show last night in Backlash, but Matt Hardy has been the subject of repeated defeats by Finlay and Kane since WrestleMania. He's hoping, I guess, to give Foley an edge here.
Either give Foley an edge or, I don't know, take advantage of the situation. You would think that the Raw GM would have given Matt and Big Show another title opportunity after that last pay-per-view match.
It seems that, I'm not entirely sure what the Raw GM is thinking after everything we've seen thus far, Johnny. Nor am I entirely sure what he intended for the matches we've seen thus far. Or rather, what he hoped the wrestlers would achieve. Certainly, however, Viscera comes off looking amazing after what transpired tonight. It will be interesting to see what shots that he might get moving forward.
I know I'll never think of the phrase love machine quite the same way ever again.
Neither will the crowd. It seems that they've all completely forgotten what transpired and have decided to move forward with their lives. Finlay and Foley here getting into a grapple fest of sorts. Foley getting taken down, Finlay displaying his incredible strength.
You know, you look at these two guys here and you forget that the two of them are big veterans in the ring. Both of them wrestling since the early to mid 1990s. Foley even going so far back as the late 80s, with experience in both WCW, ECW, and the WWE.
Yes. Both these individuals wrestled in WCW, of course, being acquired by WWE. Finlay here, I can't say he's really known for his mat skills, but he's got Foley here in a headlock.
Well, if we can say little about Finlay's mat skills, we can say even less about Mick Foley's, let's be honest here. Foley's known for one thing and one thing only, and that's causing havoc in the ring with whatever weapons he can find.
If it doesn't involve anything in extreme, Mick Foley, well, doesn't have the advantage. Still, I would hate to see this Irishman, this trash-talking, no-good Irishman, win after everything he said here on Monday Night Raw.
Now, hold on there. You're being a bit racist there. Ireland is a very fine country there, No Name, and
racist!
I happen to have a few...
Racist, Johnny! Race has nothing to do with it!
What would you call it, No Name?
Calling it defending the freedom and liberties of America.
That sounds a bit harsh there, No Name, you know, considering the fact that currently we have an Irish individual here representing his country very well in this ring.
Well, at least Raw doesn't have a non-American-born United States champion like SmackDown does.
Well, we don't talk about that show. I don't know what to talk about.
Indeed, Johnny, indeed. Mick
Listen, the
Foley
fact that
there
they pay
with
us
a
on
drop
both sides of the aisle, you're not supposed to talk about that, No Name.
You weren't supposed to talk about the fact that we're getting paid by both shows, Johnny.
Producers, cut that out!
Back here to the match. Finley here lifting Foley up, demonstrating his incredible strength, but it's going to take a lot more than that to take Foley down without a cheap chair shot, and Matt Hardy's here to oversee that not happening.
Fit Finley managing to pick up the rotund Foley.
Slams him down onto the ground. Finley here most certainly enjoying this. He loves to fight. But Mick Foley, you gotta do a better job here, man. Gotta defend. Defend America.
I don't know. When you turn Mick Foley onto fighting, things get a bit havocy around the ring. They don't call him the Deathmatch King for no reason.
Ugh. Incredible display of strength and power here from Finley as he goes into a submission move by the looks of things, but you're gonna have to do a lot more than that to defeat Mick Foley.
God, who remembers those 17 chair shots back at the Rumble? I don't
Finley
think
here.
Foley was ever the same again after that.
Foley there with a headbutt. Finley rolling around the ground in agony, and Foley trying to capitalize. Single leg Boston Crab.
But Foley's done very little damage to Finley's legs prior to this maneuver. I don't think he's going to get Finley anywhere near close to tapping.
I think Mick Foley was just trying to slow the match down. Take a breath. Out. Oh, double arm DDT! Double arm DDT! Finley writhing. Will Foley capitalize? Oh!
Yeah, that's one way of capitalizing there, No Name.
Oh! Oh! And
But
a
Finley
reply
returns
from
in kind.
Finley. A drop kick. Mick Foley there pulling out all the stops in his arsenal to defeat the Irishman.
I didn't think he had it in him.
Roll up into a interesting maneuver from Finley, but he's definitely got Mick Foley here, even though Foley's so close to the ropes. Foley taking too many chair shots in his lifetime, doesn't know to just reach out.
That almost looked like a single leg figure 4 leg lock.
Indeed. Finley taking control over this match again. No! No! Takedown by Foley, dragging Finley back into the center of the ring. You know, Johnny, I think my biggest complaint here with these two competitors facing each other is that their names are so similar. I don't know how the Raw GM expects us to call these matches.
That's why you gotta use his name, Mick. Mick and Finley.
Mick and Finn. I like Finn, Johnny. I like that. Mick and Finn.
Listen, don't you go making up fan fiction now, alright? That's not what we do here.
There's many things I never thought we'd do that we've ended up doing for the WWE, Johnny.
Oh, okay. You covered yourself by saying WWE. Just keep it on the down low, alright?
I think our cover's already blown, Johnny. Moving on.
Another drop kick by Foley! My God!
An amazing display here tonight. Now, this isn't even our main event here on Monday Night Raw. We've still got so much content for you folks.
Yeah, the Intercontinental Championship Triple Threat match between Batista, Bobby Lashley, and Ric Flair still to come.
Of course, Batista coming out to start Monday Night Raw, spitting fire at the crowd, declaring that he was the best Intercontinental Champion despite having just won the title the previous night against Rob Van Dam. The Raw GM demanding then that Batista defend the title against Bobby Lashley and Ric Flair.
You know, Bobby Lashley and Ric Flair kind of lucked out on that arrangement, wouldn't you say, No Name?
Indeed, the normal champion's advantage as Foley performs another double arm DDT. Will we see a pin here? Mick dragging him to the center of the ring. Here we go. Mick Foley defeating Fit Finley.
taking revenge against Finley for striking him down during his opening promo.
And Matt Hardy comes in to congratulate Mick.
Maybe Matt Hardy wants to learn a bit more from Foley. I mean, Foley does have 20-plus years of experience.
Indeed, but I can't imagine this is the last we've seen of Finley and Foley. We saw how angry Finley can get at times. He's not accustomed to losing. And we'll have to stay tuned for the next Monday Night Raw to see what transpires. Right. Michael America! That's right, that's why JVL popped up there. Michael! America won! Fucking Viscera! That stupid fucking asshole!
You don't want to do that, Toll Panzer. Viscera might win.
What?
What?
We just fucking did this! What the hell happened?
What?
What the fuck? What the hell is this shit, game? What did it? Mick Foley still wins!
Okay. The hell was that?
If Finley had won that, it'd been like...
Cut out, we gotta re-record. You know, that's right! We said that we needed to cut everything out and go again. So we brought everybody back out and did it again.
That's what I was thinking, like, and then fucking Finley wins. Like, Finley gets a fucking do-over, basically. Time travel, Maggle.
Fucking Viscera. That means to Viscera's 2+ positive popularity points, he's taken out 6 on the opposing side.
I think that's how the game mechanics work, yeah. I had Viscera booked in some more matches for his final week, which was next week, and I'm thinking I might take him out. Anyway, we're going to simulate this match. Batista retaining over Bobby Lashley and Ric Flair. I had hoped that the title would stay either with Batista or move to Bobby Lashley. I did not want it to go to Flair. And then again, half the things I fucking wanted. Oh, I'm glad you have a minor injury now, you twat. And you there with 110,000 fans.
Oh, did I gain?
Yeah, you gained 110,000. He's suffering from a strained Achilles tendon. Yeah, I'm sure he is. His contract expires next week. U.S. Championship changed hands. And Batista, still Intercontinental Championship.